Apart from motorways and dual carriageways, country roads are probably the scariest roads which you'll have to drive on. Most accidents are on country lanes. If you look at the national statistics, country lanes are the main place for accidents because people are unable to judge the correct speed of the road and the correct speed of bends and things like that. So in this video, we're going to be looking at how to correctly navigate country lanes. Firstly, let's look at what a country lane is. A country lane is just a road which is a lot narrower than what we're used to driving on when we're going through urban areas, city centres, dual carriageways and motorways. So what we need to consider is, because the roads are so narrow, where we need to actually pass other vehicles which are coming towards us. So if you look at this from being a road where there's parked cars or parked vehicles both sides of the roads and you have to give way to vehicles coming through those spaces, it makes a lot more sense. So what we're looking for is that when we go into country lanes, we can see where we need to move in to let oncoming vehicles go, or where vehicles coming towards us have to move in to actually give us right of way to go through. There is no right of way in a country lane. Just try and look at it from that point of view. So if we look at it from that point of view, as something's coming towards us, we just need to make sure that there's a safe place to stop for ourselves or a safe place for somebody else to stop to let us go through. So the easiest way to do this is to give yourself at least double the stopping distance you need for the speed you're driving, and to be able to judge the actual bends of the roads. So in the description below, I will put the stopping distances. So you should be thinking double what the stopping distance is for the speed which you're actually traveling and what you can see. So we're going to be joining a country lane in a moment where we're coming out of a 20-mile-an-hour zone and going into a 60-mile-an-hour zone. And I'm going to talk you through what we actually need to consider when we're actually driving through these lanes, so positioning and things like that. Biggest mistake, what most people think that they have to do, is hug the hedge on the left-hand side of the car to keep yourself as close to the left as possible. By doing this, it's potentially limiting your view. So we are going to have a look into that. So we're in a 20-mile-an-hour zone at the moment, and we're going to be turning left on the roundabout coming up, going into a national speed limit area. So rear and left mirrors for the roundabout left signal. Check my right. Picking first gear because I'm not sure where that car's going. And we move away. So this is 20 mile an hour at the moment. And just remember that just because the road sign says it's national speed limit, it doesn't mean you have to do 60 mile an hour if you're driving a car. So the speed limit sign is coming up, and I'm doing 20 mile an hour at the moment. We have to wait until we get to those signs before we actually increase our speed. So as I go through the sign, I'm going to check behind and check right, just to make sure that I know what's behind me, and I'm going to start building my speed gradually. So I'm doing 30 mile an hour and going into third gear. Because I've checked right, I'm actually going to come out towards the white line here, and I'm still building my speed. I've got a good distance in front where I can see, but I'm just building my speed gradually. I'm doing 40 mile an hour at the moment, and now I'm going to go into fourth, and then I'm going to check my left mirror and come back to my left a little bit, and now I'm doing 45 mile an hour, and I can see there's a sign up ahead saying roads narrowing from both sides. So this is where we actually go into the national speed limit country lane side. So I'm going to drop back into third gear, doing 30 mile an hour, checking behind, checking my left, so I can come over to the left a little bit. And if I can see, I'm going to check my right mirror and come back out a little bit. So I'm driving in the middle of the actual road. It gives me a better view further ahead. Vehicle coming towards me, checking my left. So I'm coming back into the left-hand side. Because there's a brow of a hill coming up now, I'm going to stay to the left until I can see over the top, then check my right mirror, and then come back out a little bit so I can see. And now the road's widening again, so I'm going to come back to the left-hand side of the road. So up ahead now I can see that there's a junction. The road is getting narrower. So what I'm going to do is start braking early. So I'm bringing my speed right down. And now I'm going back onto a normal single carriageway with a speed limit of 40 mile an hour. Okay, so as you can see, there's a unmarked road in front of me. It is a national speed limit road, and we are going to be navigating this, and I'll be explaining why I'm doing things as I'm going through it. So usual thing before we move away, just make sure everything's all safe. It is a 60 mile an hour road. Looking at this road, I would be able to pass another car coming towards me, so I'm going to pick my speed up, and I'm doing 35 mile an hour, so going for fourth gear. And down in the distance now I can see that the road is starting to get narrower. So I'm going to start to apply the brakes. I've checked behind, and I'm going to put it back into third gear, just so I've got a bit more engine braking. Now I can see that the road is going to the left, so I'm going to check my right mirror and come out a little bit, just so I can see around the bend. I got plenty of room to go past that red car which just came through. Left mirror to come back in for the next bend, which is to the right. I'm constantly checking for places to pull over. I'm going to slow down for this blue car. Right mirror to come back out. There's nothing coming towards me now, there is. So I'm going to slow down, pick second gear. I'm going to leave it in second gear. In fact, I'm going to stop for this one. And then I move away again. Check my right mirror, make sure nothing's coming around. Turning to my left, so just making sure that nothing's coming out. Junction to my right. Check my right mirror to come out again. Now, as I said early on, that you don't want to be going too close. As you might not be able to see on the video, but there is like a gully going down the side of the road. So if you go down there, you are going to damage your car badly and potentially write her off if you're coming through too fast. So over a brow of a hill, checking behind. Checking my right to come out a bit. The sun's glaring on the windscreen as well now, so I'm going to bring my speed down again. Now I can see again, but the sun is reflecting off the windscreen and is flashing like a strobe light. So check my left mirror to come back in for the next right bend. Push bike coming towards me. Gentle brake. Going down a hill. Checking my right mirror. Gentle brakes. Now I can see that the road is going into a dip and then going off to the left. So I'm going to check my left mirror for this van and then right mirror to come back out. Now I've got a good view up the road for about 20 car lengths. So I'm going to take a nice straight position through the middle. Looks like the road is going to the right and then to the left. So check my left, check my right. I'm doing 26 mile an hour at the moment. Bearing in mind this is a national speed limit road. Now I'm doing 30, right bend, left mirror. Got a reasonably good view of the road, but the road is going off to the right. So rear and left mirrors again. 25 mile an hour now, so I'm not going to try and get up to 60 mile an hour if I can't see. The road now is going to the left, so check my right mirror, come out just a little bit. Then it goes off to the right, so I'm going to check my left to come back in. And then I'm going to check my right to come back out again. And I'm not sure if the video is actually showing it, but I'm taking more of a central position rather than tight to the hedges. Checking behind, can't see around the bend. Sharp bend, so I'm going to go into second gear. Now I'm going into a 30 mile an hour zone. So because the speed's dropped now, I'm going to assume that there's houses around here, there's going to be junctions around here. It's going to be a more of a pedestrianised area, so I'm going to be conscious of that. So again, I can't quite see, checking behind, checking to my right. There's the pedestrians in the road. So if you tell yourself that you might see something, if you do see it, you're more likely to be able to react to it when you need to, rather than a last minute thing and then cause yourself issues. Right mirror to left mirror to come back in and stop. Didn't actually come to a stop. But as you can see, as the roads get narrower, you need to be aware of these things which are going to come up. Right mirror to come back out. And now I got a warning now for no pavement, so people walking in the road. So I'm going to be aware of that now. There's the people in the road. Granted, they're not walking, but they are working. Now I'm going into 20 zone, so now I'm really going to expect pedestrians in the area. So what I'm expecting now is, because there's potentially pedestrians in the area, pavements may reappear. So the road might get a bit wider. At the moment it's not. But just bear in mind, if you're thinking these things, you are ready for it rather than just reacting to it. I'm going to slow down here till this woman moves out of my way. She's now moved. And as I look further ahead, the road is getting wider and the pavements are there. So I hope this video has helped a little bit, understanding what positions you should be in when you're going through country lanes, and gives you an understanding of the stopping distances you need when you're actually driving. So whenever you're in a country lane, always give yourself double the stopping distance you actually need, just in case something does come and you've got time to react to it. So I hope it's helped, and please hit the subscribe and the thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.